Whether you keep them in your home or love to see them in theirs, these are the creatures that bring us all together.
Reptiles. We're going to be delving into the experiences of reptile lovers from around the block and around the world. This is the Reptile Talk Podcast.
Boom! What is up, everybody? This is Jeremy Turgeon from Brassman Reptiles.
And I'm Rob, and I'm keeping it real.
We are back after yet another hiatus.
It's been a whole adventure.
It has been a whole adventure. I just got back recently from a tour up in New England. Now trying to get life back and situated, getting things going here. And Rob works.
Yeah. Not only that, I've been like hiking, when I get out of work, I'm like, how many hours are there left of sunlight in the day? Let me go hike a little bit and go herping. Dude, it's freaking crazy. I've been to so many different places to go herping around like just the central part of North Carolina.
Yeah.
And the place where I have found the most species diversity, like actually seeing species and stuff, is 2 minutes from my house.
So Rob, just go home. Just go home after work.
Bro, it's been really bothering me because like for the last several months I've been like, I don't want to look near my home. I don't want to look near here. Like there's, these little forests around here and there's like 100 acres of woods behind my house. So I'm like, I don't want to be here. I want to go out because there's going to be more things away from where I'm hanging out at. And then literally there's a forest between, like a preserve between my house and Kristen's house. And we're like, oh, we'll go out there. And we started seeing like anoles. And we're like, oh, yeah, cool. And then we started finding 5-line skinks. And then we started finding worm snakes. And we found a ground snake. And we found...
Yeah.
We're just like...
Worm snakes. You posted about the worm snakes. I was like, God, worm snakes. What is happening right now?
Dude, they're like the most common snake that I found around here. It's crazy. And then ground snakes and DK's brown snakes are all over the place. And we found a black racer. Oh, super pumped.
Heck yeah.
I spent so much time just being like, I don't want to look near my house. And then I'm like, now every day when I get out of work, I'm like, you want to meet me in the middle? Let's go. Okay, we go out there every day.
That's awesome. I know now it's pretty consistently warm. The mornings here are still a little chilly, but usually by the afternoon it's been pretty consistently warm, which has been quite nice.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, seeing as how it's still cold where we both originally came from. So
yeah, dude. I saw somebody posting about snow as recently as a week ago, and I was like, I don't miss that.
Listen,
I don't miss that.
I left Massachusetts Sunday night, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I started getting people like blowing me up as I was like texting them that I was like going to the airport to come back down here, and they're like, "Oh man, you're lucky. You're so lucky. You're missing all the bullshit." And I was like, "What are you talking about? It's been okay. It's been chilly, but okay." And they're like, "Look at the weather," and they were getting ready to get blasted by a polar vortex, and it was going down to like 15 degrees. I was like,
I don't miss it.
I'm out. Yeah, I'm like, I'm out. I'm sorry. I'm glad I'm leaving Sunday instead of Monday.
Mm-hmm. It couldn't be me. Could not be me.
It's brutal. And then I'm supposed to be up there again to do a couple shows the end of April, and I'm like, I swear to God, if it's not warm,
for real. It at least can't have the threat of snow. Like it can be chilly, but like no snow.
Yeah, 60, I'm okay with 60, but yeah, as soon as I see some flurries, it's done. It's done.
Mm-hmm.
Same as I told when I went up to Michigan, I don't know how many months ago, and I was like, if I see one flake of snow, I'm turning around and I'm going right back.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man,
bruh.
But yeah.
I was just like, every time I see somebody post something like that, I'm like, oh, well, it's like 70 degrees outside. I'm out in my t-shirt hiking right now. So you enjoy that.
Yep. Can't relate anymore.
Will not relate. Refuse
No.
to relate.
Yeah, refusing to relate for the rest of
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
No, it has
Yeah.
definitely been nice. And you and I are finally getting eggs on the ground.
Hey, look, all I'm saying is this season I was writing off as nothing's going to happen because I was like, I moved my collection very significantly from one part of the country to another part of the country. Everything's going to be discombobulated. No one's going to be interested. And I saw a couple females that were just looking like they need to be with a male. So the Ocelot Jungle Jag, she went mostly slugs, but I got some eggs from her. My West Hopland carpet, she gave me a nice big clutch, no slugs. My Borneo just laid today, April 1st. It's not a fool's joke. So I'm going to pull those a bit later. So Borneo eggs are on the ground, and then my blood python that I paired up, it's looking like she's going to go too. So that's 4 for 4. Everything I bred went for me this year because all the other females either produced last year or I think they could probably go, but I want another year of growth on them before I pair them up. So, hey man, I'll take it. 4 clutches.
Yeah.
Golden.
Yeah. I don't know what my total of clutches is going to look like this year, but I know I've bred 5 species this year, and so far 3 have eggs on the ground. 3 of the 5 species have eggs on the ground. So it's looking like I'll have 1 more clutch of jungles from a nice big ocelot female that I paired up to a zebra.
Ooh.
So I'm stoked about that. I do that VPI Ultra.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I don't know. She I'm like, if she hasn't laid by now, she's not going to lay eggs because she was due 2.5 weeks before the super stripe. So like at this point, I'm like, I'm just waiting for the poop of all poops. And I was talking to Dan about it because that male, the white wall ocelot, he and I went in on together. So he's asking me, he's like, hey, did that girl lay yet? And I'm like, dude, no. I'm like, I think what laid is bad. So yeah, but I'm happy with that. Got that 1 jungle clutch that was laid right before I came back from the tour, which was a nice surprise because that was a little early. And then it looks like I should have at least 3 clutches of Brettles pythons this year.
Ooh.
I'm super stoked about that. So we should have some hypos, some pure hypos, 100% hypos. We also should have some genetic stripe and het genetic stripe stuff. And then I took a hypo male and I bred it to an Afors line normal female. So the Afors, a lot of times people consider this like the poor man's hypo because they tend to be that brighter red overall. So I don't know if anybody's crossed the lines before, and maybe I'm going to get crucified because I did it. But at the end of the day, I don't care. It's all they're all Brettles pythons. So I'm not, and I'm marking it. I'm marking that the lines have been crossed, so everybody can calm themselves. But yeah, so I'm super stoked for that. And then now ball python clutches on the ground. I think I'll probably see about a dozen or so ball python clutches.
Sweet.
This year I had my hypo chocolate pin ovulate while I was away. That was great. And a couple more girls are like right on the edge of getting ready to ovulate. So it's like one more good meal and then that'll like push them right over the edge. So
hell yeah.
Yeah. Should see some cool stuff. Yeah. A bunch of like hidden gene woma, super enchy clown stuff. Yep. And then next year we're going to try to plug that into some DG stuff. So yeah, hidden gene woma DG clowns. That's where I want to be in the next couple of years.
I can envision that, and I'm envisioning good things.
Exactly. I might have to talk to Frank about getting my hands on one of those hidden gene woma pieds and throwing that into the mix as well, just because hidden gene woma.
Yeah, dude. Oh man, dude. I'm thinking about like Desert Ghost, hidden gene woma, blanking out those flames. Mm.
Pretty cool.
Mm.
Yeah, it could be pretty cool. So
That's
I'm
gonna be
also
cool.
I think I talked to you about this, but I'll be downsizing a bunch of ball python stuff after this season. I think I'm cutting down by almost 60% on my
Damn.
breeders. Yeah. So in an effort to make room for more Amazon tree boas, yeah, I'm pretty stoked about that. So I'm making that sacrifice, which to me isn't even a sacrifice, because from a business standpoint, it actually it makes a little bit more sense for me. And people seem to really be digging the Amazons. I've been seeing a lot more posts with people who have them and stuff. So I'm excited, and I want to try to jump in on that before it goes too crazy, and then the market goes insane. So I should hopefully have 2 litters of Amazons this year. Yeah, so we shall see. One of those litters should be from Carnage, which I'm extra stoked about.
Damn.
Oh yeah,
That's gonna be wild.
Yep. I saw you made an Instagram story the other day of how many holdbacks will Jeremy have, but relating to that Borneo clutch. I really wanted to comment and be like, I think you should be asking this just in general. Like,
yeah. True. Dude, you said you're gonna make some of those nice, like, high red Brettles.
Yeah. Yep.
Joe Kenny was telling me that he's looking for Brettles, so he'll
really?
probably, yeah, but he wants like a classic, like just a nice looking normal. So
Okay. Heck
he'll
yeah.
probably be.
Heck yeah. Well, I'll hit him up though, because even the 50% hypo blood animals look really nice, and you'll never know how much melanin will actually bleed through until they age. But but they do, especially as they're young, they do look like really nice normals when they're moneyed up like that. So yeah, maybe it's just a couple his way,
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
Dude,
I'm stoked.
super pumped.
Hell yeah, this season's gonna be dope. I think the question, if people aren't already asking in the chat, which what's up to everybody in the chat, if people should be asking, how many holdbacks will Rob and Jeremy have, and then how many of those holdbacks will be swapped amongst each other?
Oh wow. Dude, we're gonna
Yeah.
bless some stuff. I was looking at that Borneo and I was like, okay, I need a Borneo for that.
Yeah, no man, I'm already haunting my incubators. I'm like, it's been 2 weeks. Hatch, just hatch.
Bro, dude, this is Kristen's first time seeing stuff hatch out. So she's like, how do you just not sit there and stare at the incubator the whole time? And I'm like, because to do that, I will drive myself absolutely insane. So what I have to do is forget that there are eggs. Don't look in the incubator. Check once a month.
So what I'll do, Rob, is I'll take a picture of me with like my very disheveled hair in front of my incubators, and then I'll just send it to you to show to Kristen. This is what happens when you look at your incubator every day.
Like every time that she comes over, she's like, I just want to like take a peek. And I'm like, go take a peek. I don't care. Like, do your thing. Like if I sit there, I'm just gonna obsess over them and be like, I wonder if the humidity is it. And I'm like, I mixed the vermiculite. I know that I did it the right way.
Yeah.
Leave it alone.
Yeah, I'm trying. I think I'm haunting the incubator with the Borneo clutch just because it's my first time ever breeding Borneo. So I'm like, okay,
just wait till babies start poking their heads out and you see little eye stripes and shit. You're gonna be like,
dude, I'm probably gonna call you. It's gonna be like midnight, and I'm just gonna like blow up your phone and be like, dude, it's happening.
I hope it's on one of my 3-day weekends, because I'll just drive out there and fucking hang out.
Hell yeah.
I love seeing baby Borneos. Borneos.
Yeah, man. Dude, I remember going to Northeast Carpet Fest, and we stopped over at Matt Minatola's place. Like just had a whole clutch of crazy ocelot things hatch out, like everything, and we're all just like, oh.
It's so weird to think like the biggest / most prominent Borneo short-tailed python breeder is like right there. Like, like it's just so wild to me because like Borneos are just like up there for me, and it's like, man, he's done so much for Borneos.
Yeah.
And he's so fucking chill. He's just so awesome. He's just like such an amazing person. I'm like, I to be that good.
Yeah. Shout out to you, Matt, for just
I love Matt. For real. For real.
Yep. So yeah, I'm stoked. This clutch that I have, the parents both came from Matt. They're the first Borneos I ever got my hands on. So
damn.
Yes, I'm super stoked. I've just been raising them up, just whatever. I've just been enjoying keeping them. So I wasn't even about like, oh, I got to breed them this year. I was just like, I think, they're probably ready-ish. I don't know. I like them. So
I think I might have been over at your place and been like, why haven't you bred this yet? Like, what the fuck?
So probably so. And I'm like, I don't know. Is it ready? I don't know. Hang on. Let me whip out the old gram scale.
I had someone message me that last week. They're like, how big does my blood python? Like, how much does it have to weigh? And I was like, I don't know. I've never weighed a big blood python.
And they're like, oh, well, my postal scale zeroes out after 4 pounds. And you're like, you're going to need a different scale.
You're going to need a bigger scale. Just use your bathroom scale, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Oh, man. But yeah, I'm so pumped. Super pumped about just Morelia eggs on the ground. I was stoked when I saw your West Papuan clutch because it looked like she was coiled around a really solid clutch of eggs.
Solid clutch. No slugs, 16 good eggs.
Hell yeah.
75% to IJ Jag that you produced. So he's got almost a complete stripe on him. So
yes, I can't wait to see those babies, dude.
Hell
Don't
worry, we're gonna have to have it piebald, and then we'll be like, well, well, I don't know what I'm gonna do with all these stupid things. Like, I did not want to hold back this many.
Right. Oh man, heck yeah! No, it's gonna be a killer year, man. I'm stoked. I just went through and I gotta actually send the emails out, but I just went through and confirmed the various days for expos that I'll be doing between, I think it was like June and the rest of the year. April and May are just too chaotic for me, so I won't do any shows. And plus I'll just be hatching things in May, so it doesn't really make any sense to start going to shows before then. But yeah, I think the back half of the year I'll probably be doing like about a dozen or so shows with so many snakes. So many snakes. As we're both drowning in babies, if you want to throw some shit on the table, man, just let me know.
Yeah, I'm not. I think that I'm going to be in a good spot because it looks like the Borneo had a little bit of a smaller clutch than she had last time 2 years ago. So I'm expecting probably like 13 from her, and then that blood python that's going, she's on the smaller side, so I'm expecting like 8 from her, 8 or 10, somewhere in that range. Yeah. So that's like what, 20 bloods and short tails, and then 20 carpets.
Yeah, it's not bad.
It's not crazy.
Not bad.
Because I already have somebody who's talked about. I don't know if he wants me to name him, so I'm not going to name drop him. But I got somebody who was like, "Hey, if you want to wholesale carpets," and I was like, "I don't know what I'm going to do with these things. I will probably end up wholesaling these to you." And then the jungles is only 4 eggs, so I'm sure I can deal with selling 4 baby jungles. Or I might keep 1 or whatever. But the Borneos, I don't know what the hell is going to happen come out of that club. So
that's always the toss of you. I don't need maybe 1 or 2, and then they hatch, and you're like, well, 6.
I literally don't know what's going to come out of this clutch, dude. Like the pairing is just so unusual that like I don't know if anything crazy is going to come out of it. So we'll see. I'm not going to count my eggs until they hatch. So
Dude, I was shocked when Lenny told me that this girl had laid 19 eggs. I was like, where the hell did she fit 19 eggs, dude? I'm like,
Borneo's got smaller eggs, man.
they do. No, they certainly do. But I was just like 19. I'm like, okay, that's 19 babies. So I think just between the clutches I have on the ground now, I'm already over 30 baby. It's 19 from that Borneo, 13 from the jungle, and then 4 from this ball python. So we're getting there.
I think it might be right around the same because I got 16 from the IJ, 4 from the Carpets S20, and then whatever this freaking Borneo's got.
Yep. Yeah, and then I'm like the 3 Brettles that are looking like they're gonna go. They're all like the biggest of the Brettles that I have. So yeah, I'm like my smaller girl last year had 15 eggs. So and all these girls are easily double that size, if not bigger. So so I'm like, is this gonna be like 75 Brettle pythons?
You might be looking at a lot of Brettles pythons, my friend.
I might be. I'm gonna be hitting up Nick and be like, all right, Mutton, how many Brettles do you have this year? Because I think between just the two of us, we've satisfied a global market.
And with Casey Cannon, oh my Lanta.
Yeah. Oh yeah, with Casey too. Yeah. Oh boy. But
got a whole lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, there's a lot of Brettles happening. But I'm stoked to go from producing 1 clutch after 10 years to jumping right in and now producing 3. You know, I'm stoked. I'm definitely stoked. And then I've got, I'm not saying who they're going to end up going to, but I've got a group of adults that I'll be letting go of to somebody after this season, just as I make space for things that have been growing up and I try to dial in some of those projects a little bit better. There's a lot of snakes here, Rob.
Yeah, I was like, dude, it's funny because when I told people like, some people see pictures of my place, they're like, wow, you got a lot of snakes. And I'm like, I got less than 100 snakes right now. So like, I'm in a very comfortable space with the amount of snakes that I've got. They're like 100 snakes. Oh my God. And I'm like, if you only knew Jeremy, you only knew some of the people I know.
Yeah, it's literally like, have you checked out Brassman Reptiles? Yeah. I'm like, I've got 1/4 wall that has 100 snakes on it. So I'm just dying. I've got this is funny, right? So going through cleaning all my empty 6-quart tubs for babies and stuff, and I was like, I wonder how many empty slots I have, because I knew I had some people who were gonna send me some stuff before I had babies on the ground. And I was like, I've got over 100 baby slots. That's perfect. It's a great way to kind of kick it off. And by the time I have stuff hatching, I'll have been able to move some more things up. So I'll be in a good place. I made the mistake of telling that person I had over 100 slots available, and they were like, "Oh, so you can take like 100 animals?" And I was like, "No.
There's 2 different scenarios going on here.
I'll take 20. I'll do 20. 20 is fine." And they're like, "Yeah, but you got 100 spots." I'm like, "Yeah, but I need to hatch out my own shit first."
Yeah, dude, I'm like, I need to get probably 2 more hatchling racks, and I'm like, okay, so I know exactly where I'm going. Black box cages in a short amount of time here.
Yep. It's gonna have to happen, man. I'm dreading having to get more baby racks, but it's definitely inevitable. I need at least 2 or 3 more, and then I'll be okay. I need to be able to fit another 100 slots somewhere. So yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Jen reached out to me. She was like, is there anything you need at Black Box Cages? And I was like, I do, but I need to wait a second. I need to cool my jets right now. I was like, I got a whole bunch of stuff attaching, and then I want to, where the incubator is right now, I want to put 3-foot cages there eventually, but for some scrubs. But
yep. Yeah, I'm very much like I want to get these eggs out, start moving some, especially the ball pythons, start moving those bigger ball pythons. I can consolidate all of that stuff, and I gotta sell one of those CB70 racks, make the space over there, and do that kind of stuff. And then once that is happening, then I can look at buying more cages.
Yeah. Yeah, buddy.
It's never ending, dude.
It is really never ending.
Never ending. It's just, it's forever, ever, never, ever ending.
Mhm. Well, I think I'm at a good spot right now, though. I think that some of my raise ups, when they start getting a little bit bigger, I'm going to be like, am I in a good spot though? But
Right.
I think that I need, one or two more adult racks. If I can get another triple out rack or one of those double ARS racks, that'd be mint.
Yeah.
But I could even, a lot of that stuff could go in CB70s now. So maybe I'll have to buy your CB70 or something.
Hey, let me know, bro. Just sitting here.
I was trying to envision where I would put it. I'm like,
don't worry about that. That's the afterthought. You just need it first.
Yeah. Well, on the bright side, I literally have got nothing in my room. Like, my bedroom is huge. It's almost the same size as my living room, which is pretty big because my living room has all my snakes plus 2 couches and lots of extra stuff. And my bedroom's almost as big, and there's nothing in my bedroom really. So I could put it in there if I needed to, or move one of my couches into my bedroom and then put the rack there or whatever I need to do.
Look at that. You've already figured it out. Dude, it's done. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Bruh.
Yeah, the struggle. That's why I've purposely not plugged that rack in, so I don't put anything in it. I'm like, you did. Nope, it's gotta go. It's gotta
nope. Yeah, it's gotta go.
And I've already pulled the Kevin, which is where I took, because it was a 13 level unit. So I took the 3 levels. I took the top 3 levels and put those on top of my existing CB70. So that gives me a total of 39. And now I'm basically hitting the ceiling and already need a step stool. I feel like I'm back at nerd. I'm a level taller than the nerd racks because those racks were 36. These are
they're 36.
So I'm a level higher than the nerd racks.
Too much for me.
So it's yeah. So, but yeah. So now that's just a 30 slot rack, and it can go. It can go. So yeah, let me know, dude, if you need a CB70.
Yeah, I probably do. Damn it. We'll figure something out.
Yeah. Who did I offer to? I offered to somebody, and they're like, "I'll work for it." And I was like, "Nah." I'm like, I have plenty of animals to be able to work myself. I don't. I appreciate the offer, but nah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh. No, but it's yeah. I'm just thinking holdbacks. I'm thinking holdbacks. So much stuff. Yeah. I'm happy that I didn't breed any really large snakes. Like, I didn't breed retics or anything this year or so. And I actually don't think I will be. I'm just kind of enjoying keeping them. And
that's where it's at with those, man. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, exactly. It's like, man, the only way I would even contemplate breeding retics again is if I dropped the money on the Ocelot project with Aubrey, and then wanted to plug it into the OGS stuff. But I'm not interested. I think they're badass, but I'm not interested. I'd rather just keep my snakes, man.
Yeah, for real.
Same thing with the berms. I was gonna breed berms at some point, and now I'm just kind of like, nah, I think I'm good. I'm just gonna enjoy the couple that I have, and that'll be that. This way, I also never potentially jeopardize our friendship with an excess amount of berms.
Listen, man, I told you the ratio. Keep the ratio, and we're good.
Right. So now I can never mess up the ratio. Because look, dude, all it would take is one big ass berm clutch to mess up that ratio. We both know this.
True.
It would be like totally accidental. I'd just be like, Rob, I have one
Wow.
more berm than I do short tail.
I'd be like, you better start freezing eggs, bro. Feed them to something. Make
Right.
an omelet,
Oh man.
bro.
No, we'll keep that ratio exactly where it's at right now.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna like try to breed the scrubs this year, but honestly, I'm not really, since I just moved and all that shenanigans. I'm not really expecting much from that.
Yeah.
But you know, it is what it is.
Heck yeah. Yeah, I was looking at a bunch of stuff that'll be ready for the upcoming season, next season. And then I was like, oh, I really need baby racks.
Mhm.
Next year I'll have a bunch of colubrids and stuff that are ready to go. There'll be more carpets and all that stuff. So I'm just kind of like, oh, okay. That's a lot of animals.
Yeah,
But it's good because I mean most of it though is like stuff is better if you breed every other year. So
yeah.
it's
Dude, I
I
much prefer doing that than breeding them back to back to back to back to back.
yeah, exactly. So it ends up working out. So with the number of females I have, I can do a decent number every year without overworking those girls. And to me, that's the best place to be in.
Yeah, that is
So
the place to be in.
yeah, absolutely. So I guess it's maybe a good thing if this VPI Ultra doesn't go. Then I can get
Do
her
our
to go.
next year. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but I was thinking, I was like, man, that Super Stripe is notably smaller than the Ultra, and the Super Stripe had 19 eggs. So so I'm like, this Ultra, I'm thinking we're gonna be like 25
Yeah.
ish eggs out of that,
I can see that.
yeah,
Yeah. 22, 27. Yeah.
uh, uh, I,
Hey,
I
man,
think
look,
I'm
all
good.
I'm saying is I can always use more Borneos. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. All right. Good to know. Good to know. I want to get probably one more of those double wide racks that they'll
Mhm.
just end up being for all the female bloods and Borneos. And then that single stack can just kind of be all the males.
Mhm.
I think that'll end up working out better because that the triple wide is what I've been using for mostly my male carpets and stuff, and that seems to work actually quite well for them. The couple male bloods that I have in there, they're fine in there, but like that T positive he's a beefy male.
Mhm.
It's like if you get much bigger, you're not really gonna like it in there. So so I'm like, maybe the FP90 is the way to go for you.
Yeah, man. Dude, I can't wait to start like really setting things up how I want it. Like I've got everything's good right now. It's just can't wait to get better and better and better and better.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I was looking at like, since I'm not breeding the berms and the retics, getting those into like 6x2x2 cages,
Mhm.
and just letting them freaking do their thing, because
Yeah.
so that'll happen eventually. For now, they're fine in the 4-foot racks, but yeah, the 6x2x2 is going to become the outfit for them. So I'm stoked for that. I'm looking forward to getting some things back into cages, especially stuff that I just enjoy. And dude, the Amazons in the cages
Dude,
are
yes.
like the coolest things ever, man. Like they did really well in the FB80 drawers, the way I had those set up with the elevated high and everything. They did really well in those. Seeing them out perch in the morning, you spray them down, they're coming out and perching, they're sitting under the heat panel and everything. It's like, oh man, this is so
Mhm.
dope. So I'm really enjoying that, and I can't wait to expand on all the Corrales side of things.
Let me
Dude,
know when you get basins.
what's that?
So let me know when you get basins.
Nah, bruh.
I want a basin so bad.
I'm not dropping that bread, man. I
I know
can't.
I'm not, but like, oh
I,
man, I wanted one of those since I was really little.
yeah, I just can't do it. I'm enjoying. I certainly love emeralds, both the northerns and the basins. I think they're gorgeous, but I've been really enjoying, obviously Amazon tree boas, but like annulateds and Ruschenbergi and that kind of stuff. I almost pulled the trigger on the pair of Ruschenbergi that Stephen Cush had posted a while back, and the price point was good, but I couldn't drop it at that point in time. So I was like, okay, I'll pass. So hopefully at some point whenever I'm ready, I can get my hands on a pair of the Ruschenbergi. But the annulateds, man, I don't know. There's just something about the rest of the Corallus species that's really just been capturing my eye, more so than the emeralds and the basins. I think gorgeous, but I like the other side of the species. So I'm in dabbling. Not many. I don't want to get many. I certainly want to focus on the Hortulanus, but like a pair of annulateds and a pair of Ruschenbergi, I think would be dope.
Dude, the Ruschenberger are like, they're so underrated. They're such an interesting looking tree boa.
Dude, they are so dope. They are so dope. So yes, I'm interested in evolving that aspect of things, and I think it won't be too far fetched for me to eventually end up with just a wall of arboreal black box cages that's just Corallus. That's just straight up Corallus, and I think that is going to be my happy place, with a wall of Corallus and then like a half a wall of Morelia and Bloods/Borneos. I think that's going to be my happy place.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. Yep. And then like a rack of ball pythons, and that will be that. And
Hell
then
yeah.
Wait, but wait, there's more. Then there's the colubrids and the
colubrids.
God, Rob, there's too many snakes.
Somebody clip that. He just said that there were too many snakes.
There's too many snakes. I like too many snakes. Damn it. I do it to myself every time. But wait, there's more. And then there's these. And then So yeah, it's now that I've gone on that tangent. Because I know for a fact there'll be more corn snakes that come in. There'll be some more not many more corn snakes, but those Lee Abbott pink freaking insane corn snakes. I need those.
Yep.
And there will definitely be some more Mex coming in.
Oh yeah.
Some striped Mex.
Ooh.
Yeah, I have one of my followers reached out to me and he was like, hey, I saw you do Mex stuff. Do you have any striped Mex? And I was like, no, I didn't know that was an option for Mex. And he sent me some photos, and oh yeah, I'm getting some of those. those are very nice. So
yeah,
I'm interested in getting those, and then maybe plugging that into the granite stuff.
Ooh.
Mess with patterns, especially since most of what I have is pretty high red. So I'm interested to kind of dabble in that a little bit. But we gotta run an ad break. I don't want to forget. We're gonna run an ad break. We'll be back in a couple minutes. Black Box Cages, located in Buford, Georgia, is your one-stop shop for all of your caging and rack needs. Owners Jen and Clint are at the helm of this fantastic company. With one of the shortest lead times in cage and rack manufacturing, Black Box can satisfy anyone's needs, from baby racks to V70s, arboreal and terrestrial caging to deep-fronted bioactive enclosures. You can find everything you need right here. New enclosure sizes and products are added frequently to their availability, so be sure to check back often. Black Box Cages have tons of customizing options for lighting and heating. Along with that, cages and racks can be stacked with metal stacking dowels, and all cage joints are dadoed for improved durability and stability. Most cage units are flat packed, but are pre-assembled prior to shipping to ensure a solid build every time. The Micro, XC18, XT3, BioG, and 3-stack V70 ship assembled, and all other racks are shipped freight and assembled. The XR16 and XR20 model racks allow keepers to mix and match tubs. Fitting both Vision and Freedom Breeder tubs, you can mix the V15, V18, and V35S tubs, or the FB5, FB8, and FB35CV-SC tubs. This kind of flexibility allows keepers to raise their animals from hatchling to juvenile or subadult size before needing to upgrade into adult caging. Don't just take our word for it. Go to their website to see countless customer reviews and review videos from keepers all over. To learn more about Black Box Cages, follow them on Facebook and Instagram at Black Box Cages, and of course their website, www.blackboxcages.com. Links to their socials and website will be available in the podcast description. The Show Me Reptiles and Exotic shows are taking the country by storm. Dedicated to education, quality, and engagement, you can expect a wonderful experience at a Show Me show, be it an expo or an educational event. Founders Mickey and Tamara are working tirelessly to not only create memorable expos and educational events, but also to engage in conservation efforts and industry preservation. They are proud USARK supporters and do a lot to ensure that they spread the word at every show. Find a Show Me Snakes show near you. Shows are hosted in 19 states, from Rhode Island to Florida, Colorado to Texas. There's sure to be one near you. The Show Me show territory is ever growing, so if there isn't one by you just yet, hang tight. To find out more info about the Show Me shows, to book an educational event, or just to learn more in general, make sure you check out their website, showmesnakes.com. All of the links to their socials and, of course, their website will be available in the podcast description. Bam! You guys already know. Massive shout out to our sponsors, Black Box Cages and the Show Me Snakes shows. I'll be going down to the Greenville, South Carolina Show Me Snakes show tomorrow afternoon, just to hang out for a little bit. I came back from tour last Sunday and have had this week off pretty much. So everything's already taken care of as far as my animals go. So going to go down and enjoy, after meeting up with somebody to give them their blood python that they've recently purchased, go enjoy some hang time at a great show. It'll be great to see Mickey and Jen Davis and all the other people out here in the Carolinas that have quickly become friends since coming down here. So I'm looking forward to that. And of course, as always, Black Box Cages. I make posts often. Black Box Cages. Go check them out and go fill your house with Black Box Cages, because that's what you should do.
Look, I'm just saying, I've seen a bunch of our friends picking up some Black Box Cages. I think Sarah just picked one up. Dominique DeFalco just got one, and let me tell you, they look crisp.
Mm-hmm.
They look so nice.
Yeah. And speaking of Dominique DeFalco, she'll be joining us next week.
Hey.
Damn. And also, which we can talk about this after, I want to get Phil on because there's the big USARK newsletter update that went on. Yes, and we can talk about that too. If it is what I think it is about. So I did a live stream the other day, just kind of the brief synopsis of what was happening in that newsletter with an update on Connecticut and the update on what's going on with the Lacey Act. So if you missed that, you can go check it out. Basically, the really quick 10-second synopsis. The Connecticut bill passed but was amended. And reptiles were pulled off of that. There's now a very specific species list. So while it's not the most ideal outcome, because it is still detrimental to animal education, we did get reptiles pulled off of that. So that's a good thing. And then as far as the Competes Act stuff goes, so obviously the Competes Act had passed the House. Then there's the Senate equivalent, which was going to vote. And then what happens is those two go and get reconciled. They get merged into one bill. And our goal has been to pull the Lacey Act amendments out before that merge happens, and then it goes to a vote. So in the meantime, we still want to be emailing our senators and doing all of that stuff and telling them that we don't support those amendments to the Lacey Act that have been shoved in there. So let's keep doing that. But it's been great to see the continued push and momentum for USARK. And now USARK has a YouTube channel.
Yes, thank you. Yes.
What is going on with that? So I'm
cool.
It's awesome. It really is awesome. So you can go check them out, United States Association of Reptile Keepers on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe. I need to go do that myself. Somebody sent me the link and it just brought it up.
I already subscribed.
Yeah, I got to go do that. So I'll be doing that. And hopefully we can get, so Phil, it's funny. Phil is traveling a couple days before I'm traveling. So maybe we can do a double header the day we do Dominique. If Phil's open, if you're available, we can talk about that later. But yes, would certainly love to learn more about the USARK YouTube channel and what Phil is planning on doing. I'm just excited to see Phil more. I don't know. More
Indeed.
Phil.
We're very rapidly approaching summertime, and that means Daytona's coming up.
Yeah, Daytona. It sounds like it sounds like the March Tinley was a pretty great show overall for the most part. Over $110,000 raised for USARK, which is always huge. Speaking of money being raised for USARK, I want to shout out Mickey and Tamara at Show Me Snakes again, because it's like every single show they are crushing it with the auctions for USARK. $3,000 here, $8,000 here. Here. That is what this really is about. So massive shout out to the team, the Show Me Snakes team, for just continuously raising that bar for show hosts and all that stuff, making sure that we really are doing our part. That's huge, and that really is needed. It goes a long way for sure. So yeah, but Daytona needs to happen, and then of course the October Tinley. So I still need to book rooms. I'm so behind on all of that. Have you booked your rooms yet?
No, we're booking flights this week though.
Okay, there you go. Yeah, I gotta get on that, man. I gotta get on that.
Those are the two shows I really needed to make happen this year, so I'm like,
yeah,
do it.
Yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at as far as all the national shows go. Those are really the only two. I mean, I certainly want to do a super show in California and see that, but
I think next year is going to be the year for me to do that.
Same, yeah. In the meantime, though, it's Daytona and Tinley. Daytona and October Tinley. Yes, always. So, yeah, hell yeah. I'm stoked. I'm stoked for both of those. I'm super stoked for both of those. Those are like those are the family reunions. Those are the vacations. Those are the That's the hang.
Yeah, it kind of feels like a good family reunion. Get together with everybody, all the reptile people, and hang out and talk and shoot shit and go swim with sharks and everything.
Maybe don't swim with sharks again, Rob.
I specifically have that written on my list of things to do in 2020 is not get eaten by sharks at Daytona.
All right, good. I mean, look, if you go back out though with Matt Bowers, I mean, he could probably punch a shark in the mouth for you. I'm just saying.
Yeah. What can we say?
Yeah, a swift punch to the gill, man. That shark's letting go. That's all I'm saying.
They're like giving you bad advice. They're like, you should put your hand further into its mouth so it can't close its mouth. And it's like, this is a shark. This is not a dog.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, that doesn't work. I'd have to climb into the shark, and then that really defeats the purpose.
Made it easier for him, that's all.
Yeah, exactly. No, if I keep going, it's going to stop trying to eat me. That's how this works. They keep telling me that's how this works. Oof. What happened to Rob? He tried to prevent himself from being eaten by a shark. Well, how do you do that? He went into the shark.
Yeah, he went into it. He figured he could punch his way out of its stomach or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the end results are still to be determined. Oof. You just see two gauges wash up on shore and be like, oh,
Yeah.
it's like, oh well, I guess we know how that went down.
Disaster.
Just say no to shark swimming, Rob.
Yeah, for real. I've never been a person to swim in the ocean like that, but there we were.
There you were, risking it all.
Yeah, for real.
Unknowingly risking it all. Oh gosh, too good. So yeah, if you're going to Daytona, don't go swim. Don't go to swim in the ocean at night or first thing in the morning, unless you have a
Don't go swimming there. That's all it is. Just don't go.
Yeah, just a toe in the wave as it comes to the shore, and then that's about where you want to be.
That's plenty. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, you know what show also I wanted to check out? The Arlington show.
I was so bummed that I missed the Arlington show earlier this year. So yeah, Arlington. Definitely want to do an Arlington show because that looked like everybody who went had a freaking blast.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. Yep. Arlington is on the list too.
I'm trying to figure out if I can do an Arizona herping trip. I know I need to do a trip to Arizona at some point this year. It's just whether or not it's going to be like a casual herping trip or whether I'm going to be like, I need to put an IV in my arm so that I can mainline liquids so that I don't dehydrate while I'm doing these mountain hikes, looking for freaking clobber eye or willard eye or something.
And so at the end of that trip, it's just two gauges that just roll down from a sand dune.
Yeah, just dust.
It's like, much. Where is Rob now? I just follow the gauges, man. The rolling gauges. It's your compass, Rob. It's if you throw a gauge up into the air, it will fall in the direction for which Rob is visiting. Oh gosh. Yeah. That's now you guys know. You know all the secrets behind Rob. I've told them all.
Don't give away all my secrets. It's so funny, dude. People message me all the time on social media and they're like, dude, you just find tons and tons of reptiles everywhere. And I'm like, you don't know how much time I spend in the woods. Yesterday I spent 3 hours out there hiking and I did not see anything.
Yep. Well, I mean,
3 hours of extensive searching and I did not see a single reptile.
Yeah, dude. I mean, it's like, do you ever watch these like bass fishing shows or whatever? And it seems like those guys, they're always catching fish, man. And it's like, yeah, but it's 45 minutes. They've been out there for 9 hours.
9 hours, 10 days straight. Exactly. They haven't seen their family. They haven't seen their loved ones. Like,
it's just Budweiser and fish. That's all that's been happening. And you're only seeing the 45 minutes of success out of that entire period. So it's
there's
like
people that are like, that's my dream job. More power to them.
Yeah. Okay. You can exist.
I'm not even getting the footage. I'm just out there herping, just trying to enjoy nature.
Yeah. I think that's one of those things that's so easily forgotten, though. When you only see the highlights, on the back end, it's not always great. You know, sometimes you have those 3-hour days of finding absolutely nothing.
Yeah, all I saw was a nulls and a worm snake. I mean, hey, I found a snake. Kristen and I have made it a goal that every month we're going to see a snake, and we've done it. January, February, March, and now April. Today we found a worm snake. We found at least one snake. Usually it's multiples, but we're going to try to do it for the full calendar year. So we'll do an entire year of herping and finding stuff.
Heck yeah, that'll be dope. I mean, it's already dope that you found snakes every
In
month.
January and February, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. We're so used to the desolate wasteland that is the tundra of New England.
Hmm.
It's the only snakes we're finding are the ones that got loose inside. The urban field herpers.
Dude, I've been finding videos on my phone recorded from like 2 years ago, and I'm like, man, I was really good at urban field herping.
Do you remember that? Remember that time those green trees got out?
Hmm. Hmm.
Oh man, it was like Rob, where's the green tree?
Oh, there's one perched here and one perched there.
And then the last one, oh, it's gonna be in the office. And sure as shit, it's like, wow, Rob, it's like you've done this before.
Look, I know how to think like a snake.
For better or worse, man.
True. True, but that's what's been so frustrating because I've been herping down here for 6 months and I still haven't caught a copperhead. I haven't seen a copperhead. Like, what is that?
Yeah, okay. It's all right. Soon.
It's driving me crazy, dude, because everyone I talk to is like, oh, yeah, you're just going to be like tripping over copperheads. You won't be able to inhale without being able to spit out a copperhead because there's so many of them. And I'm like, how come I haven't seen one yet? I've been hiking. I've been spending a lot of time in the woods.
You're not breathing deep enough, Rob. They're not making
I
their
guess. Dude, tomorrow night we're getting headlamps and we're going out at nighttime to go look for them because I'm starting to get frustrated.
Rob, it's only April. It just started to be April.
I know. That's what Kristen tells me. She's like, it has been winter the entire time you've been here. It's just starting to warm up now. Why are you mad? Like, why are you upset? And I'm like,
That's spoiled.
because I'm spoiled.
He's like, it's warm. There should be just snakes everywhere.
Snakes, I just gravitate towards them. I find them. Like, it just happens. So it's frustrating that I have not been able to find.
Oh man. In due time. In due
Yeah,
time.
I know.
Oh gosh. Also, I'm going to do a shameless plug really quick. If you're not already following the Carolina Herpetological Society, make sure you're
Check
doing
it out.
book. We're going to be announcing very soon our first open to the public meeting. We're just trying to 100% solidify, the location, and that'll be the end of April. So, and then in North Carolina, and then I think in May, probably later in May, we'll be doing another one in South Carolina. So more details on that soon. But in the meantime, you can check out the Carolina Herpetological Society right on Facebook. Just give the page a like. Make sure you turn on those notifications so you know when we post something, and we'll make sure that we reach out to everybody that's following that page soon with details on that. So 3 weeks away. 3.5-ish weeks away from actually being able to make that happen, which
I'm pumped. I can't wait.
Heck yeah. All right, Rob, we're getting down to the wire. So you know the deal. What in the realm of reptiles has you excited about reptiles?
There's like a bunch of things right now that have got me excited about reptiles, but the one that I think I already talked about, so I'm not going to count this one, is I think it's Nick Stacy, indicator species on TikTok and Instagram and all that stuff. He's been breeding those green salamanders, bro. Yeah. Watching them lay the eggs underneath the little crevice, and then the mom has been circling them and watching the little embryos develop and then them finally hatching.
Heck yeah.
That has been amazing. I've been like beyond excited to watch that as they go. And I'm like, this amazed because like it's so far out of my realm of stuff that I work with. So I'm just like, it's so cool. So cool.
Heck yeah.
I'm very excited for that. And then herping starting to see more snakes, and then finding that eastern box turtle, dude, last week.
Dude.
Oh my god.
Yet. But dude, that you were posting those photos and I was like, Okay, must be like at a sanctuary or something. And you're like, nah, bro, it's right over here on the blah blah blah. And I'm like, what?
5 minutes from my house, the spot
You're
that
like,
I've been
in the wild.
hiking for the last 2 weeks. Yep,
That was in the wild.
dude. Literally, that was one of those days where we went out hiking for like 2 hours and the sun's starting to set, and we're like, okay, well, we're not gonna see anything, I guess. And we're starting to hike back to the car, and then we stop in our tracks and we're like, whoa.
Yeah. And to preface for anybody that's like, oh, it's a box turtle, what gives, that is like the ultimate.
Yeah, eastern box turtles, especially the males, their head and neck are like fluorescent yellow with orange, and then their eyes are like bright red on the males. So it was just like this glowing beacon on the ground, and I was like, whoa, that is incredible. And that's the first eastern box turtle I ever found. So I was like
Losing.
geeking out. I just laid down on the ground with it. I was just like, oh my goodness, this thing is absolutely incredible.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I was so stoked when you sent me those pictures. I was like, dude. I'm like, I'm not there. And I probably would have also just laid on the ground with you just watching it. Meanwhile, that turtle's probably like, I picked a bad day to wake up.
Yeah, dude. Literally, it sat there for a second and like closed its eyes when I was there, and then I like touched it, and it like pulled into its shell and closed up, and I was like, no, damn.
He's like, I should have waited one more day.
Yeah. Dude, we were like, I wonder if it's gonna come back out. So what we'll do is we will leave, and then we'll come back in 20 minutes or like 10 minutes and see if it came out. We leave, come back, it's like still curled up in the shell. I was like, damn, that sucks. But the sun was going down, so we're like trying not to get stuck in the woods in the dark.
Yeah. No, that's still such an awesome find, dude. Like, holy crap.
Hell yeah. I was pumped. I'm still kind of pumped about it.
Heck yeah, dude. What? Man.
So, Jeremy,
Yes.
what has got you excited about reptiles right now?
Oh man. I'm really stoked about this Borneo clutch. Just
Yeah.
the first time I've ever bred Borneos personally, so I'm pretty stoked about that. I'm also stoked about the pair of Amazons that I'm breeding here. Everything seems to be moving in the right direction. She's slamming food, getting nice and fat, and I haven't bred Amazons in I don't know how many years. So it's just another moment where I'm kind of coming back full circle to stuff that I did when I was in my early teens. So it's because now especially being more familiar with those species and as advancements have been made with those species, coming back to them, I have almost like a different set of eyes.
Fresh perspective.
Yeah, exactly. So it's much more rewarding than it was all those years ago, and it was still rewarding then for sure. But now it's just kind of like, yeah, next level. So, so yeah, I'm stoked about that. And then I'm stoked to be doing Daytona and Tinley. I'm really looking forward to those two shows and just hanging out with people. I'm certainly coming back from this tour has gotten me really amped and motivated, and doing a festival next week in Charlotte as well. So I'm amped. I'm pumped up. So I want to see my friends. I want to hang out with people. I want to geek out about reptiles. I just want to do all of that. So yeah, all of that has me excited about reptiles right now.
Hell to the yeah. I'm here for it.
Yeah, buddy.
All right, man. So, Jeremy, if people want to find out more about you and the things that you're doing, where are they going to go?
You can go literally everywhere because I'm a slave to social media. So obviously right here on YouTube, Facebook at Brassman Reptiles, Instagram at Brassman Reptiles, TikTok. I've been kind of spamming TikTok today with a couple of different things. So all of that at Brassman Reptiles. And that's it. You can check me out on Twitter too, but I neglect Twitter quite often. So go follow Twitter if you want. You'll see me post once every 7 weeks or so. Oh man. All right, Rob, what about you? If people want to find out more about you, where can they find you?
Yep, you're gonna find me on Instagram at Rob is Creeping It Real, on TikTok, Rob is Creeping It Real, and no place else. Because I mean, YouTube if you really want to. I'm in the process of making videos, but it's going to be long-term process. I only post stuff when I find it interesting. So I'm gonna do once all my eggs have been laid for 2022. I'm gonna post a egg pulling video for 2022, and then when stuff hatches out, I'll make a video of stuff hatching out. I'm going to be working on some wild reptile videos, kind of talking about microclimates and some of that sort of stuff. But
Yes.
compiling video right now as I go and find things and all that sort of stuff. So it's going to take me time to make all those videos, but it'll be worth it, I think. It'll be worth it to me, so I don't really care if it's worth it to other people, but it'll be worth it to me, so I'll do it.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah. All
All
right, guys.
right. We'll catch people next week. It's April 7th with Dominic DeFalco from DeFalco Reptiles.
Yes, I'm super stoked. Oh, and the super chat to end it from Christina. Thank you very much.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
Yes. So yeah, next week Dominic DeFalco and maybe a doubleheader. We've got to confirm that, but more on that coming soon. We'll see you guys next week.
Take
See ya.
care.